Hello everybody and welcome back to Victoria 2, where we're completely cut off from Sokoto over here, and America doesn't want to let us through. They will not accept this. Our opinion of them is currently at 111, or their opinion of us, actually, is at 111, so we need to continue working on that. We are justifying against Sokoto, correct? This is a new session, so it's, yeah, we're justifying. Excellent. Okay, so, I mean, against Egypt, I kind of don't want to fight Egypt anymore because they are sphered by the UK, and I don't want to do anything about that. At least, not until we've got a friend, too. So, we definitely want to increase relations if this gnat would leave me alone. Get out of here, gnat. Trying to do important things here. Like, you know, invade stuff. Anyway, what was I saying before I was so rudely interrupted by that guy? I don't know, but there's a newspaper here. War between the UK and Burma. Oh yes, that's right. I don't want to fight Egypt because they're sphered by the UK, who may protect them. I don't think it's a guarantee, but it might happen. Now, Sokoto is currently making things. But, as of right now, we'd be able to invade. That said, it's super risky, because this is just 6,000 troops here, and we have no way to get our other 36,000 over. So that's exciting. Hey, America, do you want to make friends? I really want to make friends with America, but they aren't very interested right now, it would seem. Wait, we can expand our forts now? We can expand our forts now. That's fascinating. We can also do railroads, which is maybe something we should think about doing. Let's see, we can't expand railroads over in Asmara. Why not? Not high enough infrastructure. Okay. We could certainly do it in Akordat, though. Or potentially, we should do it in places where we have high population. Like Kano would be a potentially good place to do it. Let's do it. So we're gathering our timber and our steel and our cement. And we're still making some money while doing it. Which means I kind of want to build it in a few locations over here. This seems fine. Now, specifically, does this indicate that they are building troops? I feel like it does. I'm pretty sure it does indicate that they're building troops. So we can't build this here because it has not enough infrastructure levels due to -1 because it is hills. Fair enough. But we can go ahead and build one here. And I'm going to do that. And now we're going to stop spending for a little bit, because we're going to need to continue accumulating resources. Like, for example, over here, do we have all of the resources we need? We don't. We still need more timber. Now we have all the resources we need. It'll be finished in a couple of years. So, our mission to Sokoto has been detected, which generated us a little bit of infamy. But we should have plenty to get this done, theoretically. Oh hey, we have a second diplomatic point. Hey America, do you want to give me military access after I increase our relations again? We won't know until 17 October if they'll be willing, and it'll cost a diplomatic point to ask, so we won't even be able to ask for a little while. So 17 October. They will not accept. Wonderful. Oh boy. That is some exciting stuff right there. That said, we are gaining a lot of research points every single day. We're gaining 4.3 every day. Which means that we are going to be able to westernize very, very soon. Now, we're at 75%. This is only 10% here. This is also only 10%. 10% civilization, 10%, 10%. Okay, whereas this here's 15, this is 15, this is 20, and this is 25. That costs 17,000, so that's the most expensive one. But does it cost twice as much as these? No, it does not. So maybe we should just go for this to be able to westernize directly. We have about 10% of the research points that we need, so it'll take a little while to get there. Certainly a few years, but maybe we should do that. We now have the Conquest CB against Sokoto. And the question is, do we go now? They have no troops. They are building troops in 2 locations. If we were to declare, will that change the odds of America giving us military access? Maybe. I know other Paradox games work that way. Let's see, we cannot currently declare against them because we need another half a diplomatic point. So, in total, we're going to need at least 2 diplomatic points before we declare this. Let's go ahead and check to see if we can recruit any more troops over in this area, and we can't. That's unfortunate. I wish that we could. But yeah, we're going to definitely need at least 2 diplomatic points here. That's a large French army there. France doesn't hate us, though. Okay. That's good. And of course, America doesn't hate us because we've been working on that. Anarcho-liberal won that election. Okay. Oh, hello. If YOLO were the protagonist of a romantic play, then dark clouds, heralding storms, strife, and conflict would be hanging low on the horizon. The conflict between African minor locals and the Ethiopian minority in Yola is heating up, and a distressing message has been sent to the government in Gondar pleading for an intervention from the central government. Our options are to either conduct a crackdown on organized African minor groups in the province, or bide our time and hope that the situation resolves itself. So, all pops in Nigeria would gain 1 consciousness, where they are an Amhara. So, Nigeria is, of course, over here. So, this is the Nigeria region. How many of these are actually Amhara? Like, almost none. Tiv, Hausa, African Minor, Tigray, Hausa, African Minor, Afar, Hausa, Tigray, Fulb, Hausa. Yeah, there's no Amhara over here. So, all of the pops who are not Amhara over here and who are not an accepted culture, which I believe is all of them. I haven't accepted any cultures. And militancy above 5, which again should be pretty much all of them, considering the average militancy is maxed out over here, would lose 5 population and lose 2 militancy. Alternately, this is essentially a nothing happens option. Because there are no Amhara pops over there. So they won't gain any consciousness, or at least very few of them will. I kind of like the losing militancy option, though. So let's do it. Yeah, that definitely helped. And our militancy is ticking right back up, as usual. So our railroads over here are going to be finishing up relatively late. Because we're trying to requisition additional timber, it would appear. Where's that timber going? Are we just there's just no timber available on the market, I would guess. Because we should be importing it if it was available, but I think we imported all of the timber. And then we're just like, there's no more timber. So now it just is what it is. So let's see, we end up needing timber 15.17. And then as far as the market goes, let's see, industrial goods, is that where timber would be? That's fabric, lumber. Lumber isn't timber. Consumer goods might be a timber, though. Like, lumber might be a raw good? No, that's not a raw good at all. Hang on. So lumber is different from timber? Cement, steel, explosives, paper, tea, luxury clothes, furniture, coffee, cattle, fish, opium, luxury furniture, wine, fruit, grain, liquor, regular clothes, tobacco, canned food, artillery, small arms, ammunition, cotton, iron, timber. So timber is a raw resource that produces lumber, I guess? We can see here that timber is in high demand, and that there is not a lot of supply, and that there's a whole lot of demand. Like, the whole amount of timber is currently being purchased. So, we are not getting very much of that. Fair enough. That said, our need for timber is not absolutely huge right now. We do currently have 1.4 diplomatic points. So, we only need about 3 more months here. America would still not give us access, which is unfortunate. I'm hoping that when we declare this war, they will. Or that Sokoto just can't make their troops. One or the other. We'll go ahead and round up the usual suspects, as we tend to do. War between Spain and Brunei. Well, Brunei's probably going to win that if I know anything about how Spain wages war. And we actually ended up getting not a whole lot of infamy, which is pretty nice. Okay, so here in another 2 months, we can declare this war. Make that 1 month now. Might as well. Prices of machine parts is continuing to collapse. Yeah, that's because everybody's buying timber. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start this invasion now, I think. So let's declare our war. Conquest CB. We will gain no infamy from doing any of this, so that's good. We have declared war on Sokoto. So in we go with our tiny amount of troops. And also notice that I'm not increasing our military spending right now. They don't have any troops, so I don't feel like it's necessary. Hello, Great Britain. Sokoto didn't get sphered by anybody, but American Africa, are you willing to let us through just yet? They will not. Okay, fair enough. Where are these guys going? Are they at war? UK is not at war. Not sure what they're doing with these troops, son. I don't know. Seems strange. Like, I have to wonder what their supply limit is up there. Are they taking attrition for that? Kinda doesn't look like they are. They must have a really high supply limit. Fair enough. So the USA still doesn't want to give us military access. So we're going to have to keep working on increasing relations with them, I'm afraid. Hello, France is justifying on Spain. That's good to know. That's probably going to keep Spain out of our hair for a little while. I'm okay with this. Well, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we will see... I doubt we're going to finish this war with Sokoto, but we're going to see how much we progress and if they end up building any additional troops, and if the USA lets us through their territory. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you all next time.